Welcome to the glow, where warmth begins. Nick and Becca, where good vibes win. Pull up a chair and let's get started to business tips with a cool, relaxed view. Fireside chats with Nick and Becca. Business tips where it's at.
So welcome back to Nick and Becca's Fireside Chat. And today, the theme is food.
Oh,
So I'm going to give you a while. I know it's massive. The last one, if you haven't seen it, was about belief change, and we did a live belief change with Nick. So I just want to do an update with Nick to find out whether that is still in place.
Yes, is the answer, genuinely.
Right.
I feel fresher.
Good.
That's how I feel. I genuinely feel fresher and as though a burden has been released.
Great.
And I think that's good because I sense what's going to happen is stuff's just going to gravitate towards me.
Yeah. And us.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
You know, as a collective.
But I think you've got more positivity than me. I tell you what, I've been like a shower head that's calcified, and I've got rid of, and it's now flowing properly.
Good. That's really.
Rather having bunged up holes.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, and I think going back to that belief change, if you've not watched or listened to that, if you can watch it. Go to our YouTube channel, trycrest.com, because it's really worth noticing Nick's language and body language and overall state and how it changes. It's absolutely fascinating. And then come to this and we'll talk about food and all the rest of it. We might do other things later on, maybe not in this session, but NLP related. So what I wanted to say to our listener, is that if you've got any questions or any thoughts either about NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, or anything that we talk about, then drop us a line at hello@trycrest.com.
Or in the comments on YouTube. You can put stuff in comments.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
good
put it in
point. If you've got a question, put it to us.
Yeah.
Because if you're in coaching, if you're in business, if you're in NLP, I don't care, it doesn't matter. Just if you're a human being and you have a sense of curiosity and you want to know stuff, we can't answer anything about IT. No. Or maths. So if it's to do with a spreadsheet, that's not us. But if it's to do with business and human behaviour and how you think and how you get things done, definitely we can help with that, can't we? Yeah. So do ask, because we'll bring it to, and we'll keep you anonymous. That's the other thing, we'll keep you anonymous so you can ask us anything. All right.
It's totally bona fide, though. Totally bony. Nothing to do with Hellman's mayonnaise.
Right, okay.
Those of you who like Victoria Wood will understand the reference.
Yeah, well, I've got my tea in my Tricrest branded mug. Also available on our website, can I just say, with sweatshirts, t-shirts and baseball caps and a nifty little tote bag. So if you want any of those things, head over to trycrest.com.
Collectively it's referred to as merch. Swifties will understand merch, because that Taylor Swift girl, she's very good on the merchandise. She turns a coin with that. Yeah,
1 or 2 coins. Yeah, 1 or 2. Good luck to her.
Oh, too bloody right.
Good luck to her, I say. God, she's built a fantastic... You know, Bob Proctor, I did Bob Proctor stuff years ago, and he said, the more people you serve, the more successful you are. So when you look at somebody like Taylor Swift, she serves millions. She brings joy and pleasure to millions, and therefore she's really successful.
Yes.
And you think about lots of artists are like that, and lots of businesses are like that as well.
This has nothing to do with food, though.
I know, but we're allowed a tangent. Again, calm. It's our pod. We've got no editors.
I know,
Or
but
producers breathing
this
down
person
on...
is expecting food.
Yeah,
and we're
alright,
Firstly,
okay.
5 minutes in, and they go, well, they haven't
Alright.
mentioned it.
Alright, no.
You had an opportunity when you could have said, we've gone off on a tangent. You could have said it gone off on a tangerine,
I could have said that like
Which-
you see top looks tangerine.
which would have been a segue into food.
What's your favourite food?
I don't. Roast chicken.
Right, like a roast chicken dinner.
Or just roast chicken.
Right, on its own.
I can quite easily eat a roast chicken on its own.
No, really?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of watch my weight now, but there was definitely a time when, not often, but I would just go and buy a roast chicken from a supermarket and cut the bag open, put that on a tray and eat it out of the bag on the bone.
That's gross.
Yes, there'll be, if our listener or watcher is a man,
Oh dear.
the chances are they'll get that completely and go, yeah, I do that.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, sit in
Ah.
front of the telly, just eat it off the carcass, thank
You're
you.
quite a neat and tidy person.
Yeah, I am a neat and tidy
Yeah.
person, but I'm also a bloke.
Right, okay.
There are elements to me that are blokish, and
Yes.
that's very blokey.
It is.
And I think it goes back to ancient, primeval cave days. Killed an animal, roast it, eat it, because nobody had invented cutlery.
Yeah. So when we were on holiday recently, I said to my husband, what are you looking forward to most about going back to work? And you know what he said?
Wood.
Greg's.
Greg's.
Now, if our listeners outside of the UK,
Yes.
Greg's is a chain across the UK that sells baked goods. In the olden days, it would have been called a bakery, but Greg's is now an
It
institution
is.
that has its own merch. Okay,
Does.
Greg's has its own merch.
Does now, yeah.
That's very well regarded amongst the building and construction and trades communities.
Pasties, sausage rolls,
Yeah.
steak bakes,
Yeah,
cakes and everything.
yeah, yeah,
Actually been a very good firm to invest in.
yeah.
Shares
Oh my God.
over the years done tremendously well, and apparently a brilliant employer.
The family, are they
I think they're
listed?
family owned.
Yeah, I think they're
They're
family
in the
owned.
northeast of England.
Yeah, they're family owned.
So that was his thing, Greg's.
Yeah,
But you can't
Greg's.
have one favourite food though, can you?
No, but like if death row meal, what would your last meal be on death row if you were on death row?
Okay, roast chicken dinner. And butter kissed toffee popcorn.
Ew,
I love that. Is
no, do you?
Oh, I can't have it in the house because I would just consume the whole thing. Yeah, that's a real
That goes
guilty
back
pleasure.
to your childhood.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, going to the cinema and having that.
Butter kissed toffee popcorn.
Oh yeah, I don't like
Flipping adore
it.
it.
No, don't like it. Not keen.
So I suppose I have to ask you, what's your favourite
Well,
food,
hang
dear
on.
sister?
Well, let me just. The roasting is it roast potatoes, peas, carrots, gravy, stuffing.
Yes, yes. And actually, crackling, which you wouldn't get with a roast chicken.
No.
So there'd have to be a roast pork because crackling is just.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right, okay. My favourite food in the whole wide world is Italian. No surprise
No
there.
surprise.
My final meal would be Parma ham and melon. It's very simple, but I really, really enjoy Parma ham
Any
and
particular
melon.
melon? And I ask this because I don't like melon, you see.
Oh, well, they have, it's the yellow melon that they have in Italy, which, is that the gala melon?
Yeah, I think so.
Gala melon. It just has, because the Parma ham's quite salty,
Yes.
the melon's a little bit sweet.
Sweet, yes.
So you have the sweet, salty, and you have different textures.
Yes.
And I love the simplicity of it. And it also, we talked about anchors in the last one, it has a massive anchor to really, really happy memories of either holidays in Italy or Italian restaurants, or just, because we talked before we came on the podcast, we're both learning languages on Duolingo.
Yes.
I'm on a 603-day streak with Italian. You've just started.
I'm on a 9-day streak with Duolingo.
Well-
Just on Spanish because I started when I was in Barcelona
Yes.
last Tuesday.
But we can be friends on Duolingo, so we can encourage each other.
I don't need encouragement. I'm self-motivated.
I know, so am I.
Don't need encouragement.
No, why are we self-motivated? Because we are two of the most self-motivated people I know.
Yeah, I would agree. We're very driven and self-motivated. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Because on the Duolingo thing, it does come up. Oh, do you want to connect with friends? Do you want to share your progress? No, I'm not interested.
No.
And anyway, you only want me to do that so you can access all my contacts. That's the only reason I actually want you to do that. And there'll be no part of that.
No.
Machiavellian.
No, even
you
though
disrupt
you've
it.
got an Alexa.
And also, I don't
in
feel
your
the need
house.
to share everything with everybody. Go, oh, look what I'm doing. I'm doing Spanish. I've done 8 days in a row. Aren't I clever? Who's interested? It's me. I'm just going to crack on with it. You know, it's not food. Simple food. Buffalo mozzarella.
Yes.
Big tomatoes sliced.
Yeah.
Basil, olive oil, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
If you're talking that holiday Parma ham melon thing, that's my version. That's just adorable. I like salad. This time of year, salads. I do love salads.
Yeah, me too.
Love salads.
We grow our own lettuce.
See, we don't because they sell it in shops, so we don't need to grow it.
Grow our own lettuce.
It's like people who make their own bread. They go, what? Sell it in shops.
Yeah, and we grow our own cucumber.
I don't like cucumber because to me it tastes like melon, and melon tastes like cucumber.
When you grow your own cucumber, it doesn't taste anything like melon.
I'm not
It
interested.
just tastes like cucumber.
You get to 57, you know what it is that you like and you don't like, and at 57 it's not as I'm going to get to like cucumber.
You might.
If cucumber is in something like
Yeah.
maybe a tuna sandwich
Yeah.
and it's got very thin slices, I can't be bothered to take it out, so I
Right.
will just eat it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, the only thing I really, my taste buds will not take, and in fact I have to spit it out immediately, is truffle.
Oh.
So when you had that party for Sally's birthday, and I went for those.
If you haven't worked out by now, Nick and Becca, Rebecca and Nick, to use their posh Sunday names, are really passionate about building businesses, giving business coaches and consultants out there everything they need to succeed. Yeah, we have a laugh about it. It's not brain surgery. Join us, find out more at tricrest.com, TRICRES. Back to the podcast.
Those crisps, and I took a handful of crisps, and they were truffle crisps.
Yeah.
There was no way I could chew those. That had to be politely, discreetly. That truffle is just, oh no.
Oh, I see, I like truffle.
Yeah, most people do.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
do.
massive off for me on that.
Right. Okay, so my massive off is tripe.
Yeah, but when would you come across tripe? What?
Spain. They eat loads of it in Spain. So you have to be careful when you're going for tapas, because tripe can be one of the tapas dishes.
I have to say I've never tried tripe. It's a cow's stomach lining, by the way,
disgusting.
for those of you who
It's
don't know. It's
gross.
lining of the stomach. And certainly in butchers when we were kids
Yeah.
in the 70s, it was one of the things that
Yeah.
was displayed in a
It
tray,
was.
in a steel tray in a butcher's shop, wasn't it?
It's gross. It's totally gross. And do you remember Auntie Sissy used to have brawn?
Yes.
So we had an Auntie Sissy. We used to go to Wigan Market with her on every third Saturday.
Yes.
And she would go to the same butcher on Wigan Market and
right.
get brawn. Brawn is boiled pig's brain.
Ah, no, I didn't know that
Yeah,
as a
that's
kid.
what it is. And she used to eat that every Saturday.
No, I don't think that
No.
would be for me.
No, it wouldn't be for me.
I prefer M&Ms. That's along with Butterkiss popcorn, peanut M&Ms is a real treat for me.
Yeah, I like those.
M&M World is one of my favourite places.
Is it?
Yeah, in Leicester Square in London.
What do they just sell M&Ms?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Right.
And listen, when they were building that shop a good few years ago, because Sally's office was on Regent Street, so very near Leicester Square, I remember absolutely saying to her, and it's a massive shop, it's on three floors, eat.
Hang on.
Nobody, it's still flashing on here, so it's
Was it?
recording.
Right,
Yeah,
well,
look,
I'm recording
this is
again.
what matters.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Who would go in there? I work in London a lot, and I have to stop myself going in, and I walk past it, I have to stop. But every so often, I will treat myself, and I am like that kid in a sweet shop, and I used to try and hide it, but I'm upfront about it. It's the visual thing. You remember you asked me about, we had that podcast about shopping, and I said even like supermarket shopping, and you said, what is it? And I said, it's the colours.
Yeah.
The colours in that M&M world, it's just like, whoa.
And is it, because I've never been in, because I don't like sweets.
Yes, it wouldn't be your place.
No.
But if you're into colour and vibrancy and just happiness,
well, I like,
because it's a sweet shop, so it's that everyone in there is happy.
Right, okay.
And they have floor to ceiling, virtually, tubes of M&Ms. So what you do is you get a cellophane bag or a little tub. They do the tubs in 3 different sizes. I mean, way overpriced.
Yeah.
Way. I mean, the profit margin must be
because you could just
enormous.
nip to the
Correct.
corner shop and get just a
That's
packet.
exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So you imagine here's a red funnel, here's green, this is full of silver M&Ms, and they have M&Ms that are mixed. So this is a Britannia mix. So red, white and blue. This will be a Jubilee mix. This will be a whatever mix. So you put your bag underneath and then you pull a lever and you can just let it fill up, or you just have a little bit and then you go, I'll have a few of these colours, and then you go and weigh it.
Oh, I see.
So what you've also got in terms of sensories, you've got the smell.
Yeah.
You've got the visual, and then you've got the sound of these M&Ms falling into this bag.
Right.
It ticks a lot of sensory boxes. And I think Mars, who own M&Ms, I think they've probably given a lot of thought to it.
I think probably.
And with previous podcasts, we talked about merch. You want merch in M&M world, you can get everything.
No way.
Oh yeah, they even do, which it's beyond the pale. I mean, not even have I slightly thought, actually, there's a bit of me that would like that. Not a chance. They do some really expensive merch on like a mini floor, like the top floor.
Like a
which
VIP
is small.
floor.
And they've, in a glass case, they've got an Italian leather jacket.
What?
And on the back, embroidered into it, is one of the M&M.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't know, £1,000 or something.
Oh my god.
I know, you'd have to be mental.
Yeah.
The most I've ever done, people, is have an M&M kind of 100% acrylic throw, and that was only because they were doing a promotion. For an extra £2.50, do you want one of our throws? And I thought, in winter, you can't beat lying under 100% acrylic because you're guaranteed to get warm. And, when it's worn out, you can just throw it away.
I've never seen that.
I think we threw it away. I think we threw it away. But, they do pillows and pyjamas and key rings and pens. And even at the back of the shop, you can have your own M&Ms with your own writing on it or your own little photograph on it.
No.
It doesn't interest me.
Right. I still don't want to go in.
No, fair enough.
No. Because I'd prefer... I don't know why, I prefer to sit in a cafe and read a book, to be honest.
But I like that, doing that anyway.
Yeah, true. All right, so that's M&M's. That's like a food experience.
Yes. There's no nourishment to it, of course.
No. So I've had a really good food experience recently in Bangkok.
Right.
On holiday. So we went on the street food tour in Bangkok on a tuk-tuk. And I'm going to tag Jonky when we put this out, because Jonky was our guide.
Right.
And she was fantastic. I mean, she was just brilliant. Mad as a box of frogs. I'm okay in saying that because she told me herself she was mad.
Mad as a box of
so,
frogs, right,
that's fine.
Was a box of frogs something that you could eat as street food?
We didn't, but we were in Chinatown for part of it, so you can get anything you want.
So that was an option.
And, yeah, I mean,
I'd like a box of frogs, please.
Pretty much eat anything. So we started off, so first of all you're in this tuk-tuk, it's wild in Bangkok, you're whizzing through the streets, it's mental. We stopped at this lovely Thai cafe just on the side of the road, Thai local people eating there, it's just bare tables, it's paper plates, but the food was off the scale.
Yes.
It was so good.
Yes.
Then we went to Chinatown and had these fluffy, deep fried things, I don't know what they were, that you dipped in Thai custard. Now, if you've never had Thai
Well, I haven't had it, I
custard,
didn't even
do you
know.
like custard?
I love custard.
Thai custard. I don't know what they do, but it is delicious.
Is it really
Oh
beyond
my
normal
god!
custard?
And then you put in these deep fried fluffy things, and you're like, oh, I could die eating these.
Oh my god, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Then we had mango sticky rice.
That sounds nice.
The mango sticky rice is delicious. Bit of mango, bit of sticky rice, bit of coconut.
I mean, the clues in the name.
It is in the name. It is in the name. Then we went to like a back street place. Oh, I'm skipping out the chai tea because I hate chai tea.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, it's disgusting. I don't like it. Then we went to a back street place where they do the best egg fried rice noodles ever. Nothing like you get in the UK because the noodles are really flat and broad. Again,
Better than the China Delight in Frodsham.
much better. Can I just say, I've never had anything from the China Delight in Frodsham, but this I can guarantee you is better.
Fair enough.
So again, Jonky takes us through. There's a queue because it's well known. It's a well-trodden path. Takes us through to the back. I mean, it's spit and sawdust. I don't think it would pass many health and
Literally
safety.
spit, probably.
Probably not many health and safety inspections.
No.
In fact, definitely not, because you go through the back and there's a line of cooks under a lean-to porch, which is basically in the street. They've all got their little wok stations making these egg fried noodles and other dishes. So there's about 6 of them.
Right.
And because you're a tourist and you're there with your iPhone, they then do the whole thing. Let's set fire to the wok.
Yeah, the big display.
The big.
Yeah.
And as we're watching that, there's a police car pulling into the back alley and 2 kids running off, sirens going, right? This is like proper downtown, hardcore Chinatown. Wow. As we were leaving Chinatown, so that was delicious, the fire engines started coming in.
Right.
Lots of them. Turns out, massive fire in Chinatown as we were leaving, whole thing shut down. Chaos, streets packed with emergency services. They had to evacuate everybody. We were moments.
You did get the full tour, didn't you?
Yeah, we got the full tour.
The full experience.
And then that's where we ended up on the rooftop terrace where we saw the bats.
To escape the fire.
Well, we didn't know really because it was only when
otherwise you wouldn't have gone up high, would you? Because we've all seen Towering Inferno.
We were miles away from Chinatown
by
that point.
no.
And none of us could eat anything else, so we just went on to cocktails.
I want to use the word conflagration.
Did you?
No, I want to use the word because it's a great word, isn't it, for a large fire, conflagration.
Yeah,
it's just a beautiful word.
Yeah. So that was my most recent exciting food experience.
Most exciting food.
But it wasn't. I don't like Chinese food.
Have you ever had proper Chinese food?
Yeah, in Hong Kong.
Right, okay.
Didn't like
yeah,
it.
it's horrible. It's dreadful.
It's
I've had it
disgusting.
twice.
And we had, when we were in Chiang Mai, we went to a proper Chinese restaurant where all the Chinese people go.
Yes.
And it had won awards and blah, blah, blah. Could not eat a thing on the menu.
No, that has been my experience.
Yeah.
And with all due respect, if you are from China,
yeah,
great, it's your food. But as Western people, I'm absolutely the same.
No,
couldn't come to terms with it. We like our sanitized version of Chinese food, I'm afraid.
We do. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. It's like, don't keep it authentic.
Make it anodyne and bland for the UK, and we can just about manage it.
We'll do that.
Thai food, on the other hand,
not keen.
It's amazing. Really?
Oh well, maybe in Thailand, yes.
Oh my god!
But Thai, as in here, no, it's too fragrant. And years ago, I was saying to Sally, there's a flavour in it that I really don't like, and we think it's lemongrass.
Lemongrass. There's a lot of lemongrass in it.
I don't like that flavour.
Yeah.
So, it's never a meal that we can have together.
Chili as
Sally
well. It's
and
got
I.
loads of chili.
I don't mind chilies.
I had the best pad thai in Chiang Mai Night Bazaar.
Better than Wagamama?
Yeah. Yeah, for £1.50. From one of the stalls, one of the foods, because they're famous for their street markets and their food stalls, and they're so good. It's like 80 bahts, which is literally about £1.50. It's nothing.
Right.
And it's a whole meal. you get your Singer beer, a big one, for like £2.
Big beer.
And then they have entertainment. So there was hip hop dancers, there was lady boys. They're big on their lady boys in Thailand.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people know about that.
Yeah, they do. And it was fab for a really cheap night. So the three of us ate and drank really, really good food for about, I don't know, 15, 20 quid.
Yeah, that is inexpensive.
Yeah, you can see why it's popular with backpackers.
Yeah, a long way to go though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it was a long way. Yeah.
It's a long way to
Yeah,
go.
it
So
was.
that's your most recent food experience.
Yeah, before that.
Childhood food. When you think of childhood.
Childhood food. Worst one, egg custard.
Yeah, never like that. Didn't like the texture of egg custard.
No, being forced by the dinner lady, because it was the 70s.
Yeah, so you were forced to eat. This is what you're eating, this is what you're having.
Yeah, so she stood over me while she tried to make me eat the egg custard. Everybody else had left the dinner hall.
Right.
Loved the 70s. That
Yes.
ritual humiliation. Fantastic.
That's right.
I think that's missing now in some ways. But anyway.
So, you know, this is nothing to do with food, but it's in a similar vein. It is in a similar vein, and it indicates how far we've come. I was talking to my mother-in-law, Susan Wood, who is 84 and a very...
So we had a little technical hitch there. We had to change the battery on our camera because, well, it just got so hot. It was about to create a conflagration.
Yeah.
In fact, picking up on Rice Krispies from the 70s.
So Tesco's own brand, Rice Krispies or cornflakes, in a Tupperware bowl with milk and lots of sugar, because you had cereal with sugar.
You
didn't
did.
You then?
You did.
And when you got to the bottom, you had a nice load of milky sugar in the bottom, which was gorgeous.
Yeah, which I seem to recall you would pick up the bowl and drink. Yeah.
And do you know what? To add to it, cereal is one of my real favourite foods.
Is it?
Yeah, I could easily eat a bowl of cereal each night. And actually, as I get older, the more excited. I found myself in a Sainsbury's in Altrincham at the weekend, and I needed to get some cereal, and I get quite excited. Yeah, again, it's the colours of the different cereals, and I just adore cereal. So I went for Sainsbury's own version of Special K.
Right.
And I'll just treat myself. It's just like, oh God. And then, funny enough, I had a delegate on a course, and I got chatting to her. She said, and her thing was cereal, and we had this 10 minutes of chat about cereals and the cereals that we really loved, like Shreddies, malted Shreddies and stuff like that. And then we were reminiscing about Kellogg's Raisin Splits. and just adorable things like that. Yeah, no, I love cereal. I could live off cereal.
Oh my God, I haven't had cereal for years. Like years and years and years
I love
and
it.
years.
I love it.
No, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Big thing, nice thing. So, I think that's food, isn't it?
I think we've done food now.
Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
What's the next thing?
I'm not telling you.
Oh God.
Yeah. Goodbye.
We hope you enjoyed Nick and Becca's Fireside Chats just as much as we enjoyed recording it. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever it is you need to do. And head over now to tricrest.com, TRICRES.com. There's a ton of resources there for business coaches and consultants. Some are free, some you have to pay for. We really look forward to welcoming you to the TriCrest family.
Welcome to the glow, where warmth begins. Nick and Becca, where good vibes win. Pull up a chair and let's get started to business tips with a cool, relaxed view. Fireside chats with Nick and